The Mitten by Jan Brett. Welcome to Book a Day for Little Learners. I'm glad you are able to join us today. Today we're going to read The Mitten by Jan Brett. She is one of my absolute favorite children's book author and illustrators. She's done many books, including The Hat and Hedgie's Surprise. She has a lot of books. Trolls. This book is one of my favorites for reading during the winter season because it's all about animals you will find in the snow. The Mitten, a Ukrainian folktale adapted and illustrated by Jan Brett. Her illustrations are really incredible. She has these side panels. In the side panel, you see this child. He's going to be the main character in this story. It's in the shape of a mitten. And on this side panel, do you see the little boy? He's going out. We're going to find out where he's going. Once there was a boy named Nicky. He wanted mittens as white as snow. So we can see this woman, it turns out it's his grandma, is spinning the yarn. And he's playing and he needs gloves because it's so cold outside. And there she is. She's making the yarn into a ball so that she can make it into something. You can see how cold it is. If you drop a white mitten in the snow, it will be hard to find, his grandmother told him. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens so much that Baba made them for him. Do you think it would be easy to lose a white mitten in snow as white as that? I think it would be easy to do. When she finished knitting, Nicky put on the mittens and went out to play. So there's his Baba. She's feeding the animals and he's going outside to play. Do you see that there are his footprints in the snow? Similar to how you would find footprints if you walked in wet sand. It wasn't long before one mitten fell off. Can you see the one mitten that fell off? See if you can find it in the picture. Yes, it's right there. Oh, what's the author trying to tell us? There's an animal in the side panel. Let's find out what Jan Brett wants to show us. A little mole found it and crawled inside. It was just the right size, so he decided to stay. Do you see that? There's the mitten, and the mole crawled right in it. It was warm, don't you think, for the mitten? For the mole? Oh, look. What do you think that is? Did you guess a rabbit? This is a slightly different animal from a rabbit. See, his legs are much longer. A rabbit came hopping by. He wiggled in next to the mole. I was wrong, friends. It was a rabbit. Friends, do you see them? Look at, there are two animals in that one mitten. Oh my goodness. Friends, what do you see in this side panel? Let's find out. Oh, is he looking for it? A hedgehog wanted to get warm. The mole and the rabbit made room for him. Wow, do you think much more can fit in there? What animal is next? You think the owl? The owl didn't want to be left out, so the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog had to move over. The mitten was getting crowded. That owl is pretty big. Friends, do you think the owl will fit in there? Look, you can see it pulling and stretching. You can see the hedgehog's quills. Look at that. Oh my. Oh, friends, what do you see next? Does it look like a badger or a skunk? Let's see what it is. A badger looked out of his house and saw the mitten. He climbed right in. Where is he now? Oh, do you see the animal right there? It does look a little bit like a dog, but I think it's a fox. Let's check it out. Look, will the badger fit in there? The animals look like, oh, we're not sure. Oh, there's the fox. Let's see if the badger fits in. Oh my goodness. It started to snow. So a fox pushed his way in and made himself right at home. Oh my word. Do you see what animal that is? All right, let's see. And that one? Friends, I think that's a bear, don't you think so? A bear, my friends. Oh my word. He's still looking like he has the one mitten, doesn't he? One mitten. Friends, look how much the mitten stretched. Oh, wow. Then a big bear sniffed at the mitten. The animals were packed in tight, but the bear didn't care. He crawled in anyway. The mitten was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, friends, what do you see now? Does it look like a little field mouse? Well, friends, if all of those other animals can fit in there, including a huge brown bear, do you think this little mouse can fit in there? Friends, how much will this mitten stretch? He notices he has a glove missing, a mitten missing. Then a tiny mouse squeezed in and perched himself on the big bear's nose. Do you see him? Right there. See him on the big bear's nose? You can see the rabbit, the hedgehog, the badger, the fox, the owl. He's missing his mitten. Oh, what do you think happened, friends? The mouse's whiskers tickled the bear's nose. Achoo! The bear sneezed. All the animals flew out of the mitten. That looks like a little bit of chaos, doesn't it, my friends? There he is, still looking for his mitten. They kind of landed with a plop, didn't they, the different animals? Does he see it? He's going to get it. Nikki saw his mitten sail up into the air. There are the rest of the animals. Oh, poor animals. I feel a little bit badly for them. There they go, retreating back into their original homes. Oh, do you think Nikki's going to catch his mitten? Yeah, you do? I do too. From the window, Baba watched Nikki catch his mitten. See, Baba, he called to her. I have both my mittens. And Baba smiled. So you can see her in the, right there, in the second picture window. There, the rest of the animals going back to their homes. Friends, what do you see? She's holding both of his mittens that she made to be the exact same size, and now this one is much, much larger than this one. Which one do you think the animals were all in? Which one did they go into? Do you think it was the bigger one? I think so too. Do you think that Nikki will want to put those same gloves on, or do you think that will be hard for him to wear one glove that's really big and one glove that is the right size? What do you think? I think it will be hard for him. I think it will be hard to wear two mittens that are that different in size. Friends, mittens keep your hands warmer than gloves. Gloves have fingers to them because when you have mittens on, your fingers get to move together to generate a little bit more heat. So gloves are nice if you need to move your fingers, like if you have to hold keys or use some detailed things with your hands, like hold a pencil, a pen, that kind of thing. But if you're playing in the snow or just going outside and you want to keep warm, mittens are your best bet. Friends, this was a story by Jan Brett. Jan Brett, like I said earlier, is one of my absolute favorite children's book authors, and she is very generous in her material that she makes for public use, so she has an entire website that you can go onto and you can get pictures of all of her animals from the Mitten, and you can color them if you'd like, or you can cut them out and use them to retell the story. And so that's at janbrett.com. I hope you enjoyed our story, The Mitten, today. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another new book with vocabulary building and comprehension questions. See you then.